Hello, Recap Master here. Today, I bring to you a Bollywood Indian movie named Stree. It is a thriller, supernatural comedy, and is a full-on entertainment package. Highly recommended to watch the full movie. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The movie starts with a first-person view of something moving around in the streets of a village town at night. It tries to enter multiple houses, but outside each house it's written, "Dear lady, come tomorrow." So it skips them until it comes across a house where the message is kind of not clearly readable. It enters the front yard of the house. Right then a guy comes out of the house with intent of relieving himself outside. A woman calls him from behind and he is shit scared. He tries to sneak back into the house without looking behind. But when the voice calls him third time, he is forced to look behind and suddenly something rushes him. In the following scene, we see a man going around the village and writing the same message outside every house door. The hero of the movie, Vicky, goes for a morning jog. Everyone believes that if you write the message, then the spirit of the woman does not enter the house. Vicky does not believe in this superstition. Vicky is still finding his way in life, but one thing is sure. He does not want to become a tailor like his dad, but he still helps in the shop as all women like his stitching style and come to him for getting their clothes stitched. Matter of fact is that he is a super skilled God-gifted tailor and can take measurements for clothes just by looking at the person with mind-blowing accuracy. His father is in awe looking at him work with so much focus and perfection. On his break, he is approached by a beautiful girl who tells him that she comes to the village every year for the 4-day annual festival and she wants to get a dress stitched. Vicky agrees to do the work. She seems to be seducing him to get the work done within 2 days instead of 2 weeks, quoted by Vicky. She leaves after telling Vicky that she will be at the temple in evening. Later, Vicky goes to meet his friends and tells them about the girl, but they don't believe that she held his hand and greeted him with the most affectionate voice. His friend tells them about a party their other friend Lokesh is throwing tonight, so he asks them not to be late for it. He asks his friends to leave to meet the girl alone. He stammers to speak out of excitement at meeting her, so she laughs. Vicky is shown to be a very simple, down-to-earth guy who is shy to speak with girls. She tells him that she does not have a cell phone, but if he wants to talk to her, all he needs to do is remember her in her thoughts and she will be there. That does sound very mysterious though. She tells him that the whole day she wait for night to fall. On the first night, both his friends are walking down an isolated street. A guy approaches them on bike and tells them that they should not be outside as it's the first night of her hunting. The Stree, as they call that woman spirit, attacks only men and takes them, leaving only their clothes behind. He shares some ways to protect themselves against her. First, never leave the house at night alone during these 4 nights. Only those are safe who write the message, "Dear lady, come tomorrow," outside their house perimeter wall. Second, when she calls you from behind, don't turn and keep walking. He is about to tell them how to escape the Stree if they ever encounter her, but his girlfriend calls and he leaves them. They are shit scared and start walking hurriedly in panic. They see something in woods and get scared and run to the house. The party starts and they start drinking and enjoy the exotic dancers dance. Vicky goes out and pees on the written message on the outer wall, wiping it off. The witch is watching that, and when she sees the message wiped, she flies towards the house. Suddenly there is a knock on the door. One of the boys' girlfriend comes to enjoy the party. The witch spirit enters the house and goes into the room where the girl is waiting. When the boy goes up, the witch takes him through the window, leaving only his clothes behind. Everyone is confused how Stree entered the house even though the message was written outside, and they find out Vicky had peed on the message. They all go to search for their friend, but it's way too dark and they are all scared, so they make excuses and stop search. The next day, the girl who their friend had called to the party house comes to collect money from Vicky. Turns out she was a prostitute. Vicky's dad hears her and pays her out. His dad has a very uncomfortable and funny chat with him about sex education. In their town, friendship word is used instead of sex as they are very conservative. His dad is under the impression that Vicky is doing friendship by paying money. Vicky tries to explain that it was not him, but his dad doesn't believe him. His dad tells him to wait for the right girl, and if he can't control his feelings, then he should masturbate, that is, do self-service. In the next scene, Vicky shows the letter which the mysterious girl had given him to his friends. She has asked Vicky to bring a bottle of whiskey, a pound mutton, crushed glass, hair of a white cat, and tail of lizard. It sounds very awkward to his friend, but Vicky collects everything. His friend starts doubting that something is wrong with that girl and starts thinking that she might be Stree. He tries to call him to warn Vicky, but he denies the call. The mysterious girl sneaks up behind him as always while he's waiting for her. He asks what she wants to do with these odd things. She asks him to come with him to an undisclosed location. His friends feel Vicky is in serious danger. Second night starts. They go to a lake area but get shit scared and run from there. Meanwhile, Vicky is seen chatting with the mysterious girl. They play a seducing game where he starts taking her measurements, saying saying he missed taking some the other day. She plays along. She closes his eyes and disappears, leaving him in the dark. Meanwhile, his friends are searching for him, but the fuel in their bike finishes. The friends split ways to go to their homes. Stree starts following Jana. Jana sees Stree hovering in the air and starts running. An old lady scares the shit out of Jana. Stree calls Jana twice, and third time he can't resist and turns. Jana gets trapped in her spell and she drags him away, leaving his clothes behind. Next morning, everyone is crying over loss of Jana. Vicky's friend gives him a reality check and makes Vicky think that the mysterious girl could be the witch. The pundit tells everyone about Stree. People ask him that they think that the witch has wild sex with the men she picks up before killing them. He asks them to keep their minds focused on the issue and not think about rubbish things. Vicky makes the girl's dress and goes on the roof to meet her. She again sneaks up on him and suddenly turns into the witch and pounces on him. He starts saying prayers, but it's just his mind playing tricks on him. She is standing asking what is wrong. Vicky asks her whether her feet turn completely inwards, but she keeps silent. He asks her whether she knows Stree or her friend Jana who the witch took. She still keeps quiet. He goes and asks a man whether he sees the girl, but she is nowhere to be seen. Vicky and his friend go to Pundit to discuss Stree's situation. Pundit tells them that long ago there was a boy and girl who married but could not be together as the villagers were against their marriage and killed them. Since then, Stree is looking for her true love and tries to mate with men to find the right guy. Vicky identifies the old castle and they go there to investigate further. Third night starts. The three are scared to death, so Vicky gulps down liquor, saying it's power tonic. Vicky's friend sees something and runs out of the castle. Vicky keeps searching. Stree calls him from behind. He tries not to listen and turn, but she comes very close to Vicky. Finally, he turns thinking she is left, but Stree appears and casts her spell on Vicky. Right when she is about to take him, the mysterious girl appears and throws knife at Stree, making her flee. Later, the girl tells them that she comes to the village every year to find someone close to her who was also taken by the witch. At least Vicky is clear now that she is not Stree. As they start walking away, they see Jana standing naked at a distance. Jana's mom is happy that he is back, but Jana behaves strangely. Later at night, he wakes up as if under the witch's spell and goes around town clearing the messages outside each house. In morning, almost 20 men of the village have disappeared, leaving their clothes behind, and their wives are crying for their loss. They come to know that Jana wiped all messages. He attacks everyone as if under a spell. They find the author of the book which has the solution for handling Stree, but that guy has lost his mind and is of no use. But he tells them one important thing. Stree is longing for respect as no one treated her with respect. Only one man can save everyone from Stree, who is unmarried and is son of a bar dancer. Later, Vicky's friends tell him that he is the son of a bar dancer. Only Vicky didn't know this fact, but they tell him that the whole village knows about it. He is disappointed to know this truth. The friends are happy that Vicky is the savior they were looking for. So it is confirmed that Vicky can break the spell and free everyone from Stree. He goes and confronts his father, but finally comes to know that his father really loved Vicky's mother, even though she was a bar dancer. He accepts his fate and feels he has been given a big responsibility by God to help all these people against Stree. They start thinking about Stree's weaknesses and how to handle her. They figure out that the witch can read, is obedient, but at the same time is very stupid. Pundit suggests that they should lure her into believing that it's her marriage night and let her copulate with Vicky, and once she is satisfied, she might leave everyone alone. Vicky is very uncomfortable with this idea naturally, but when Pundit says that they are only going to pretend this situation and lure her out of her stronghold castle, he agrees reluctantly. They start preparing to trap Stree. At night, Vicky dresses up like a groom and the girl hands him a dagger and asks him to stab Stree. It's the fourth and final night tonight. Scene cuts to Stree going through the streets and she reads the messages inviting her to visit Vicky. Jana starts shouting to warn Stree, but she has already arrived in front of Vicky. Stree casts her spell on Vicky and Vicky follows her to the castle. The rest of the guys figure out that Stree has taken Vicky to the castle. Vicky comes to his senses there and in fear starts undressing to get ready for making love with Stree to satisfy her. But Stree rejects him. At that time, Vicky understands that Stree is not lusting for men but wants something else. When he says he respects her, she comes close to him and starts casting her spell again on him. Right then, the mysterious girl comes there and sprays enchanted power on her, which makes the witch powerless and the witch falls to ground. The girl tells Vicky to stab the witch. When he goes to stab her with dagger, he has a change of heart. He does not want to do the same things people did to her when killing her long time back. So the girl says, just chop off her braid. That way she will not die but lose her powers. Right then, Stree wakes up and rushes to kill the girl. Vicky intervenes and stares in Stree's eyes lovingly. Meanwhile, the girl finds the dagger and throws it to Vicky. Stree then starts killing the girl with her magic spell. Right then, Vicky chops off Stree's braid and she flies away. All the men under her spell are released and show up naked. In the following scene, the mysterious girl is leaving town and she mentions that Vicky will always be her good friend, and whenever he remembers her, she will come visit him. In the bus, she takes out the magical braid of Stree and merges it with her braid, finally gaining all the witch's power, and she disappears from the bus, shocking the bus conductor. It seems that was her original aim, to catch the witch and gain the powers. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications and please leave a like to support the channel out.